from the California Mid-State Fair.
Here we are, Mission Square, Adam and Jeremy. We are broadcasting live every single day of the California Mid-State Fair for the first 2 hours, 4 to 6. We are in the Crush tent, to my right, your left, broadcasting live in the Crush 92.5 tent. And then 6 to 7, we get up here on the Mission Square stage. We're preparing for Hillary Watson music tonight. Going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss it. And the weather is beautiful. It's like mild today. You can get yourself a nice glass of the red cuvee from Silverhawk, maybe the Grenache Blanc, the Rosé, if you're still feeling into it. I think we could drink Rosé all day here.
We can drink rosé or frosés.
Frosé. Frosé all day.
Let's do it.
Let's get our sprinkle drizzle frosé.
There is not a day that has gone by that we don't get into a frosé.
Oh, my, for real.
And today I'm thinking about going bold because I saw Sue's here on her day off and going for the Cougar Sue's Cooler.
Sue's Cooler. I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to get half Sue's Cooler, Cougar Sue's Cooler, and then half frosé.
She is on the prowl, and we are going to be juicing it up with her tonight. So come on down to Mission Square and get ready to go. She's giving me hand signals.
She's on the prowl, and we're going to be juicing it up tonight.
She's waving.
I don't think she's waving. I think it's a certain finger that's probably
she's waving. She's saying hi. I love her so much. She's so nice. She's so nice to come here on her day off and hang out with us.
I hate you guys.
She's here for Hillary Watson music, idiot.
Oh.
She's not here for us.
Oh, okay. So anyways, you come on by, get yourself a frosé, get yourself a Cougar Cooler, or get yourself one of these great wines from Silverhawk, and of course all the award-winning wines, the medal placers at the California wine competition are here for you as well. So we got Pacific Wine Services hanging out with us, and we got Brandon here, and he's the winemaker there, and they do all kinds of fun stuff. And we're into the red blend right now. We've got this Italian blend that we're going to get to in a minute, and we kind of started talking about that a little bit ago. But there's so many things. The great thing about this area, and you talk about terroir, and there's 11 different sub-AVAs for a reason, because there's so many things that are done well here. It depends on climate, soil. You put those two together, and you have a great grower and a winemaker, and look what you have.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Italian varietals are now starting to really pop.
Yeah, I mean, Sangiovese has always been kind of done in this area slightly, more in the San Miguel area, but as you taste with this Aglianico, like it's fantastic. It's a nice, deep, dark wine, a nice tobacco hint to it, and it's like you said, Italian wines are now also taking off in this area. Everything does well here.
I really like Lagrein. We talk about that from time to
time.
Oh,
yeah, you love that.
There's a few spots that make it. I'd love to see more of it here because I'd like to see different expressions of it. But so far, the few that I've seen have been really great. It's fun to try different things, and it's fun to see that different varieties from different parts of the world are doing so well here. We obviously know, Tempranillo and so many other different Spanish varietals do well here as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's Tempranillo. You can go into Tannat. Like everything does well here. It's simple.
Barbera. You get some East Side
yeah.
Barbera. I don't know if I've had much West Side Barbera, but East Side Barbera does pretty well.
Dose does some.
Does he?
Yeah, Dose. Does he? Is that what you said? Does he?
Does he do?
Dose. Yeah, no.
Dose Robles. Yeah,
right,
Jimmy up there
yeah.
on the 46 West. So, yeah, that'd be fun to get back and visit him again and try that. But, yeah, it's fun to see all these different things that do so well here in Paso Robles, and we're continuing to see that.
Yeah, it's amazing because, look, we talk about some areas, we talk about Napa, they're known for maybe a small amount of wine, mainly cab. But when you have an area like Paso Robles that can be known for making world-class levels of like 40, 50 different types of varietals, and ones that you can't, like a lot of people, Aglianico, I think it was not even that long ago until I first tried it, some Italian varietals like Sangiovese, maybe we've heard of, but we're constantly being, introduced, Jeremy, to more and more things that we're finding grow so well here. I mean, earlier Grenache Blanc, that's something that we're seeing like more and more wineries do. In the last 5 to 7, 8 years, a lot of wineries are discovering it, they're planting it, and then 2-3 years down the line, they're bottling it, and then 2-3 years down that line, more and more people are creating fanfare around it.
Yeah, for sure. And, you talk about all the different things that they're doing. And, if you go to Pacific Wine Services, they'll even make you a hibiscus wine.
Yeah.
Because that's something that
that was crazy. We tasted that earlier. That was gnarly.
Yeah.
That was really interesting.
It's funny because when I was trying to figure out what was on the nose. And have you ever had a sour beer?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah, it reminded me some
winemaker.
of those characteristics of that hibiscus wine. For some reason, kind of reminded me of that.
That's
Okay,
interesting.
yeah.
It's got that.
I can understand
I don't,
that.
the problem is I don't know how to describe
Is
it.
it
but
Exactly.
floral?
That's the thing. Is you're finding that
floral,
word.
and it's bright, and it's but it's savory on the nose, and I haven't even tasted it yet. Then you get into it, and of course it's a little bit sweet, but I
Yeah.
mean it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. That was the way it was made, but what we really want you to get is that hibiscus flavor to it, and I think we hit that goal.
Oh, you
Yeah.
hit the nail on the
I
head.
mean-
Absolutely. That was really cool. And really to think that somebody could conceive a kind of wine that, we had never heard of before. I don't know if you had heard of that before
No,
that.
absolutely
And then
not.
you put your team to work and man, you came up with it. You did it. You produced it. And man, you got to put it in a bottle for these folks.
Yeah, and then they're super stoked about it, and they're going to be pushing it, and they want to give us credit for doing it because no one else would do it for them.
You're right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So here you are. I mean, you've been a winemaker for a handful of years now, and you're running the show over there at Pacific Wine Services, Brandon. And so I got to ask you. I mean, you started off in a tasting room, and next thing you know, you're making wine because you've had some great mentoring. What is the future for you? What do you see down the road? I mean, I'm not saying recently, but where do you want this journey to go?
Well, ultimately, I want to produce a wine with my wife. And we want to do it based on fun years in our lifetime together, like our anniversary, the day we met, things like that, and do it based on the wines that we like, Syrah co-firms and blends of Cab Syrah, things like that. But I just want to make this more of a hobby and just kind of help other people make wine. So maybe consulting in that end.
I know a place you can make those wines. There you
Yeah?
go. Yeah, Pacific Wine Services.
Oh,
there you go.
all
Make
right.
them there.
All right.
I know a guy.
Do we ever expect to see your name on a label one day as far as this, your winery, your estate?
You will one day. That's still in the works, as I mentioned. It's something I'm doing with my wife,
a big journey.
we want to. Yeah, exactly.
It's a big journey. So one day you would like to have your own label.
Yes.
We
yes,
had
absolutely.
Marin, who's their general manager over there, and she's been making wine. And I know you weren't in on that Liquid Lunch show, but they're great wines too. She's
They
a
are.
very talented winemaker, Marin.
They are. Yeah, she does a great job, and hey, we're the facility she does it at. So
Right, yeah, exactly.
See what we can do.
Right? I love it.
All right, man. Well, it's been great having you on today, man. Thanks for kicking it with us. We appreciate it. All these wines
Absolutely.
are fantastic, and you can taste a lot of them here at 15th C in Mission Square. We've got the Cuvée blend, the Grenache Blanc, the Rosé. It's all by the glass, and it's on the Silver Hawk label. Come on by and try those, and then you get a little Brandon in the glass, man. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
by.
I appreciate it.
Cheers, my
Fun-
brother.
Fun
Cheers.
time,
Pacific
guys.
Wine
Cheers. Job.
Services. You want to get into wine? Check them out. Go to pacificwineservices.com. We are the Cork Dorks. We're out of here. Stick around for music from Hillary. Coming up next.